Everyone's eaten tomatoes, right? In salads, in sauces, on pizza. They're everywhere. But what no one tells you is that, behind this seemingly common ingredient, lies one of nature's most powerful foods. And almost no one realizes it. The truth is shocking. 95% of people eat tomatoes incorrectly, wasting the effects they could have on the body. And no, we're not talking about a fad or a superfood of the moment. We're talking about pure science, ignored on supermarket shelves. Have you ever felt tired for no reason? With dull skin, sluggish bowel movements, or that constant feeling of bloating and heaviness? Well, know that tomatoes, this humble kitchen fruit, could be the key to turning things around. They act as a natural antioxidant, cleanse, hydrate, protect the heart, rejuvenate the skin, and even aid in weight loss. Yes, all of that. And the curious thing, the simpler the preparation, the more effective the effect. Seems counterintuitive, but it's real. Now, if you think you already know everything about this food, get ready. Because what's next will change the way you see it on your plate. And maybe, just maybe, you'll start to see tomatoes as a true natural medicine. Affordable, powerful, and underrated. And when that happens, you'll never look at your salad the same way again. Many people put tomatoes on their plates without even realizing the power hidden behind that little red skin. The truth is, tomatoes are much more than just a pretty ingredient. They're a true natural shield for our bodies. Inside them, there's a substance called lycopene, which protects cells like a bodyguard against premature aging and serious diseases like cancer. And what's more, when tomatoes are cooked, as in homemade tomato sauce, this lycopene multiplies and becomes even more potent. See, a simple sauce can be your silent ally every day. Besides lycopene, tomatoes are packed with vitamins C, A, and E. Do you know what that means? It also strengthens your immunity, protects your skin, gives you energy, and even improves your overall health. It's as if every bite is a dose of self-care. A practical example. Try making a natural juice with tomato, lemon, and mint. It's refreshing, helps your body, and even combats that tiredness that insists on creeping in at the end of the day. Small choices like these, made with intention, can transform your health over time. The curious thing is that, even though tomatoes are so easy to find and affordable, they're still underestimated by 95% of people. And therein lies the secret. The greatest health treasures aren't always found in pharmacies or expensive supplements, but rather at the corner market, waiting for someone who knows how to see beyond the obvious. But this is just the beginning. Because the effects of tomatoes go far beyond appearance and immunity. If you found this interesting, get ready for what comes next, because now we're going to talk about how they directly affect your heart, mind, and even your scales. Most people don't realize it, but tomatoes are practically a health combo, disguised as a common ingredient. They benefit your heart, skin, digestive system, eyes, and even your mind, all at the same time. Want a practical example? Eating tomatoes every day, whether in a simple salad or a homemade sauce, can help reduce bad cholesterol, the infamous LDL, and balance blood pressure, two factors that often disturb the peace of mind of those over 40. It's as if tomatoes are silently cleaning your arteries, keeping the blood flowing more freely. The beauty of it is that the effects appear both inside and out. You know that dry, blemished, tired-looking skin? Well, tomatoes work there too. They stimulate collagen production, leaving skin firmer and protected against sun damage, almost like a natural sunscreen straight from the kitchen. And the best part, they also help combat acne and oiliness. A simple tip: make a face mask with mashed tomatoes and a little honey. Natural, affordable, and surprisingly effective. And it doesn't stop there. Tomatoes are also good for your gut, vision, bones, and even your mental state. Rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, they contribute to smooth digestion, prevent eye problems, and even alleviate symptoms of anxiety and stress. It may seem like an exaggeration, but it's pure science. Those who learn to incorporate tomatoes into their daily lives don't just nourish themselves, they heal themselves. But that's still just the surface. There's another effect of tomatoes that few people know about. Something that directly impacts your internal balance and can change the way you feel from the inside out. If there's one thing our bodies need every day, it's support in getting rid of what's bad. And that's where tomatoes shine once again. It's composed of a high amount of water and has natural diuretic properties, meaning it helps the body eliminate toxins gently but continuously. Have you ever noticed how heavy we feel when we eat poorly? Tomatoes act like an internal cleaner. They hydrate, stimulate the kidneys, cleanse the liver, and even improve your mood. A tomato juice with cucumber and lemon on an empty stomach can work wonders on slower days. Besides hydration, tomatoes also help combat chronic inflammation, one of the main culprits of modern health. Joint pain, irritable bowel syndrome, fluid retention. All of these can be linked to silent inflammation. Lycopene, along with vitamin C, neutralizes free radicals and calms internal systems. This is so powerful that many nutritionists are recommending roasted tomatoes as a functional snack in anti-inflammatory diets. Simple, inexpensive, and effective. And you know what's most interesting? This detox effect isn't just physical, it also has an emotional impact. When the body functions well, the mind clears. The intestine, known as the second brain, benefits from the fiber and lightness tomatoes provide. The result: less bloating, more energy, more restful sleep, and that wonderful feeling of being light inside. But wait, there's still one more secret to this common fruit. And it has to do with how you view your health and make your choices from now on. Now that you've discovered everything tomatoes can do for your body, from cleansing the inside to rejuvenating the outside, the question is, what will change on your plate starting today? Because the truth is, health doesn't come only from expensive treatments or miracle solutions. Sometimes it starts with exactly what you already have at home, but haven't yet learned to use wisely. Ignoring the power of tomatoes after everything you've learned here would be like wasting a natural treasure. But what if, instead, you did the opposite? How about trying a daily tomato intake for 7 days? Whether raw, roasted, in juice, or even as a face mask, and see what changes in your skin, gut, and mood. You might be surprised by the results and feel better than you have in months. If this content resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to rediscover the power of simplicity. Sometimes the greatest medicine is where we least expect it, and it all starts with a small step. What about you? Will you continue to see tomatoes as just another ingredient? Or will you give them the space they deserve in your health?